What is up, my anorexic jelly beans? You ready for Spawn? The full history, part 2? Let's go. Our story starts off with divine angels and hellish demons battling for a planet called Arbiter. God's daughter and the Egyptian goddess of war Sekhmet battles for this planet as well, hoping that one day the hordes will stop. But as long as sin and fear exist, then hell will keep crawling its way back into existence. And then we see Sekhmet fucking slicing off this big ass demon's head, and then all these like spider demons crawl out of its body. God's child Divinia notices that Sekhmet is being eaten alive by these spiders, and she screams, "Sekhmet!" but she's too late. The hordes of hell are approaching Arbiter. So in a last-ditch effort, this OP bitch literally charges up, fucking launches off of the ground, incinerating demons behind her with her holy light, and she creates a fucking bubble that covers an entire realm, blocking the demons from entering Arbiter. But this is only temporary, because demons in this fucking universe are OP as fuck. In case you guys didn't notice, that's not Spawn. That's my comic. And if you thought that was entertaining as fuck, and then that was super badass, then you should see the shit that comes later on. Now, I talked about Spawn Full History Part 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is anyone who backs a physical edition of the book, that means the silver package, the gold package, the platinum, or the diamond. You can choose which one you want to get. Anyone who backs one of those in the next 4 days will receive the full history of Spawn Part 2 video, which is a very lengthy video because there's a lot of shit to cover. So, if you are a true fucking Spawn fan, then check that shit out. And to be honest with you, man, if you're a true Spawn fan, then like I said numerous times before, you will love my comic. I just described to you how my comic is there. If that doesn't seem cool to you, I don't fucking know what to tell you. But guess what? I'm going to go in depth a little more on some extra pages to get you even more excited to back the book. Alright, so this skips way further ahead, but look at this badass shot. You got like an angel messenger dragging like this demonic little girl through a battlefield, which is the realm of Eternal, where heaven and hell were battling earlier. And this other angel messenger is fucking on his knees. He's surrounded by demons. He's about to get fucking destroyed. And then you have God's child Divinia and this demonic cowboy named Razorus standing side by side. So what the dialogue says on this whole page is you fight because you have to, for brief self-preservation, for 1 second away from your suffering. It's sad that war is what you consider peace. Isn't that a badass fucking line? Now let's skip ahead a bit further into this story where we can see Divinia and Razorus walking through the streets of Genos, which is the largest city in Arbiter. Now as you can see, this city looks like a fucking steampunk Skyrim mixture. That was my goal. It's a steampunk fantasy book, so yeah, I wanted to combine those two elements, and I think it looks awesome. Like the guard to the bottom left, he has a super unique armor set, and he looks super badass. Then you have the fucking tree guy on the right, holding the birds and the children. Oh, you have the fucking octopus looking guy in the back, fucking playing the drums. It's so badass, alright? Alright? And then Divinia's like, "Oh, have you been to Genos?" And Razorus is like, "Can't say I have." And she... yeah, that's my great cowboy impression. Anyway, but that's what I imagine Razorus sounds like. And then Divinia's like, "What do you see?" And Razorus is like, "A boy with a ball." And then he sees that boy throw the ball in the air with his mind, and he's like, "Holy shit, that little fucker has telekinesis." And Divinia's like, "An ability gifted by God. Do you think this child would be better off tortured in hell's dungeons?" Now, they're having like a debate on freedom and all that shit by this point, so yeah, that's why she says that. But my favorite guy in this whole fucking page is the chef guy in the bottom right with the big nose. Now, this is how deep the fucking lore of this book goes for no reason. You ready for this shit? So, That guy, because he has a big nose, he has super smell. And he uses the super smell to perfect his recipe by knowing the ingredients that's within the recipe. So, every creature in Arbiter has their own ability, right? They're born with it. But just like people, you're born with a talent. And you can either use it or you fucking lose it. So it's the same in Arbiter. People can either use their abilities, to perfect their craft, to help them achieve their goals, or they can never use it and their power will just stay weak. But anyway, those are all the pages I'm showing you today. If you want to back this book, and if you want to see the full history of Spawn Part 2, right now, go into the description below and click the Indiegogo link. There you can select one of the physical perks, the silver, gold, platinum, or diamond if you're fucking rich. And then buy them, and when it says to put your name in, put Spawn next to your name. And that way I'll know who to send the Spawn video to. Please back the comic, guys. It would actually mean everything to me. I'm not fucking joking. But anyway, like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, you guys already know the drill. Don't be a pussy. Like the video and share it, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.